Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lost in Transmission, a podcast about anything and everything that I can dead brain think of, because right now it's fucking hot, about 89 degrees and humidity of I don't know swamp ass. Joining me today is Timo, who's currently AFK, and I decided to record right now on a whim, and our friend Dante.
Hi.
Man's a little timid. I'm kidding, but yeah, we were just talking about Baldur's Gate. So far, how far are you in the game?
I'm only like level 4, I think, with everyone.
The whole thing's multiplayer too. But what you said earlier about like 4 people can be in a party.
Yeah.
Can you also have I know you can have NPC party members when you're playing single player, but can you still have those same companions if you have a max party of 4 people?
I've seen it happen once, but I don't know if like it's just normal.
Or if it's like one of those things where it's like you have the scripted person for a quest.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's like story related.
Especially for me, I would like that in a few more CRPGs where you have your co-op partners with you, but you still have the same cast that you would if you were just doing single player, following you guys around. Granted, I don't know how much more work that would be for the devs, but
yeah. Well, they went over like above and beyond for this game. They really did.
I mean, they kind of had to, because I remember the the early access release was horrible, or it was like bug ridden. No pun intended with the plot.
Bug ridden.
Yeah. That's the only thing I know about that about part of the setting for Baldur's Gate 3. Freaking mind flayers laying eggs in your eyes.
Yeah.
Which I can definitely tell that's probably somebody's kink.
Probably.
Oh man,
a bag of Doritos is someone's kink, let's be honest.
God. Though I remember when I think the first 2 trailers for Baldur's Gate 3 came out, there was suddenly an uptick of mind flayer art.
Oh yeah, that definitely makes sense.
For all the varieties you people are thinking of, dear listeners. Granted, there was one, I don't know if it ever continued. There was one wholesome one, but it definitely is a mind flayer. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a webcomic. They changed the name not from a mind flayer, but to something else. But basically, some orphan girl gets lost inside that dungeon. He becomes a surrogate dad. It's very wholesome, and he doesn't, do what normal mind flayers do or whatever. Like, there's no sucking of blood, not blood, of brains or anything like that. I think what he does was like some illusionary magic shit, but yeah, I forgot. They drew it in a creepy way, but it is a wholesome comic. I just wish I remembered the damn name. So if any of you guys know what I'm talking about,
I just came back. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, you'll never know. But welcome back to the podcast.
Wow. Okay. Oh, did we already start?
I just decided to start.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maximum content right here, and here's our co-host, guys.
I just broke my spoon trying to break the ice cream.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's really frozen. I don't know how long I left it in there, but the spoon is wooden and it just fucking split.
Okay. That's understandable. It's totally understandable. It's a wooden spoon. First, I thought you broke a metal spoon on your ice cream. I was like, damn, dude.
Oh, I've bent some before.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same. But I was like, geez, how cold is that fucking ice cream, dude?
Very.
Just take your hot hands and scoop it with your fingers.
Yeah. It'll be a little bit easier if I just put the spoon in the microwave for a little bit, warm it up.
Yeah.
Get that electric drum roll.
Yeah, do it at home. Try it out, guys, please.
Ding, 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 ding.
See what happens. If it sparks a little bit, even better. That means it's really nice and crisp.
God.
Oh yeah, true.
Quick disclaimer: do not stick your fucking spoons in a goddamn microwave.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
I'm saying this more of a courtesy.
Yeah.
By the way, Timo, on OBS I forgot again to change my PNG, so it is still Buff Berry in the corner.
I love that. Keep it up, please.
Yes.
I love that so much.
I'm keeping it there, but I'm getting rid of it when I have to record other shit.
It's an icon. You
Though-
truly need to keep it.
Though if I get invited onto playing Valorant or some other thing, I'm keeping it for that, just so that people go like, okay, I got your PNG. What is that? Hi.
What is that atrocity?
It's
Pinnacle.
amazing.
Mhm.
God. But yeah, recently freaking downloaded Valorant. So now I figured out what you meant, but you had to go into your fucking BIOS for the anti-cheat thing.
Yeah,
What the fuck it was.
I haven't done it because I'm too lazy to open my BIOS. Because I've opened it twice for trying to download BlueStacks and have it running optimally so I can play Epic 7 on my computer.
I see.
Yeah, the
But then I
virtualization.
haven't. Yeah, I'm just like, wait a second, I have to open my BIOS again just for me to have anti-cheat on Valorant. It's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. So I just haven't tried it whatsoever.
I had to do it, and I did it for the first time. I
Mhm.
just think it's kind of stupid. You have to do it. I can assume why you have to do it, but it's like, wait,
Mhm.
really, I have to do this?
Yeah.
I mean, also as somebody who's not much of a PC person, or I
Mhm.
don't know too much about doing PC stuff. Going to my BIOS is like the fucking scariest thing ever because I don't know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
about to fucking
terrifying.
click.
Yeah. I had I actually taught my my partner how to do it as well for when they wanted to play Epic 7 and they're fucking having a panic attack because they think, oh, I'm gonna break my computer going through BIOS. I was like, oh, it's not that bad.
Though
But
granted, I'm lucky. My Asus, like when I went to the BIOS, it's fucking simplified. Hell, they even had some boot up settings set as easy mode.
oh god,
Literally
yeah.
easy. E.
You open advanced settings, you're just confused as heck to what
Oh
you're
hell
even
yeah.
staring at. But thankfully, make it easy enough for you to understand or simplify in whatever way they can.
I mean, speaking of BIOS, Dante, since I know you are our resident, what do we call it? Emulator expert,
Absolutely.
as far as I know.
Yeah.
As according to myself and from what I've heard, that's it. My
I second
arbitrary,
that motion.
my arbitrary titling of Dante now, to emulator expert. How often do emulators have to have you go into your BIOS to get them to work?
Mhm.
The only one I've ever had to do it for was Android emulator.
Mm.
That's it.
Just to do Epic 7, right? Or
Yes. Well, in any game that's mobile at that point, BlueStacks or the other
Yeah.
one, I can't remember its name.
I
LD player, I think.
Yeah. LD player
Yeah.
also requires you to do it.
see.
Yeah. I mean, the rest of them don't need anything, but they do need their own BIOS though.
Oh, ugh. That
Like
sounds messy.
PS2, you have to go find a file or use yours if you have one.
Hmm.
And
I
then
think-
PS3 needs hardware, like
Oh.
the firmware. That yeah.
Honestly, though, if I were ever to do emulation, it's probably gonna be like around the PS2 generation of stuff that's like inaccessible.
Mhm.
I think that anything older than that, like a PSX or PS1, maybe.
Yeah.
Because like recently, I was watching this one channel called I think Ragnaroks. I'll probably try to remember to link it in the description. He has a bunch of cool and video essays on like horror games, and there are some that it's like you will not be able to find any of these. The only way to get it is to emulate it, is to get an emulator,
Yeah.
which is kind of sad because there's some hidden gems out there that a lot of people forgot for one reason or another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's like, you what's it called in terms of like digital preservation? It's kind of sad that that's where it's relegated to
Yeah.
emulate that, and depending on who picked it up as a project to keep it running, it depends.
I think from what I heard, there's like 80% of those games aren't available for purchase anymore. So you can't just really find them anymore unless you go to like a flea market, or eBay.
Jacked up prices as well. People
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah,
Find
exactly.
that one
Like,
person in a musty hotel who
Yeah.
has it.
he has a giant cloak, opens it up and there's like a ton of them just in slots.
Just what are you buying?
Yeah, literally.
I even got the infamous ET game here. Nobody wants that one. Nobody wants that one. No, nobody wants.
the deluxe edition.
Yeah, literally.
I still found that funny. People thought that was a made up story that they had gone into the New Mexico desert to bury all those ET games. And like I think a few years ago they They found the dig site and they literally dig them all back up. And they're like,
my
"Yep,
God.
it's real."
That sounds
Oh shit, your own robot-y.
interesting. Oh no. Oh, my ping's down again.
At least
Mine's
my
not.
ping's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
I got to go.
Oh
Good.
well,
Do I sound good?
now you're better.
Okay, there we go.
There
I
you
don't know
go.
why it keeps dropping.
I don't know either. Dropping like it's hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, how is
So
Remnant?
Remnant is really fun. I personally find it hard to play by myself sometimes because I'm a wuss. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm terrified of some games, but it's not meant to be horror based. It's meant more like exploration. Every nook and cranny. There's so many hidden things in this game that I love so much about it. Like some of these things you won't even know about unless you like go through the BIOS. And there is a certain part of like it's called an architect in the game. There's a hidden one. It's so precise. You have to literally go through all the data logs, searching through it, just to even figure out how to get this archetype for the game, which is great because it was hidden by all the developers, stuff like that. It made you like really look through every little bit of the game that you possibly can. But it is very fun. It's multiplayer. You can have a total of 2 other people, including yourself. Which I wish maybe you can add one more because that's a very odd number to just go with 3. But it's still very fun.
It's
There's so
the
many
what's it
different
called?
builds and stuff.
It's the Destiny Fire Team setup,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yeah,
Though
All
you're
right.
saying it's not a horror game, but like there's a bunch of creepy
it's
ass
some
shit.
scary.
So would you classify it more like a gothic?
It's hard to say that. It's just there's an occasional jump scare too, but I don't know about Gothic, but there's many different sceneries you can there's like almost infinite amount of like replayability. Maybe you can get one run done in like 10-ish hours, but you're still missing a bunch. You just haven't even scratched the surface of it because there's so much hidden things and choices do matter sometimes depending on what area you are in the game and
Okay.
who you're talking to. There's so many hidden events, so many puzzles.
I have to go
It's
make
very
food.
Oh,
what's that?
I have to go make food. Yeah,
Oh,
all
but
right.
take care.
Well, thank you for
if I
joining, Dante, and being captured by me. I'm sorry I did that, but
yeah,
thank you for joining
no,
me.
it's fine. It's fun. If I have time later, I'll join back if you're still
All right,
around. You guys
Alright.
are.
Mhm.
No
Take your
worries.
All
time.
right.
Enjoy your
Take
food,
care.
bro.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, God.
Anyways,
Anyways, yeah.
now we're down one, but
Yeah. No, it is a very fun game. I really enjoy it. I really like playing it multiplayer though. I think that's where you capture the most fun out of it. And it does make it a little bit harder when you have other people around. Because you can damage there is like team killing. And I think
there's friendly fire, right?
yeah. I've died so many times to other people rather than like the boss per se itself, but it is really fun.
By the way, FYI, people,
Mm.
the background image I have for both of us right now is just a general display of what we're gonna try to talk about today. The chicken in the middle of dynamite that's breathing fire is just there because I felt like it was funny.
I
I
love it. It's fucking gorgeous.
I just drew that for the fucking fun of it. But back to Remnant or Remnant 2 specifically. For
Yeah.
people who haven't played any of the Remnant games, what is it?
So, for my own personal, it's like almost first person shooter looting, exploration. The map is you have the same layout, but the thing is it changes. Sometimes you spawn with different things and then other times you don't have it and you can infinitely keep respawning into it and finding new things. There's plenty of bosses. I don't know the exact number. I haven't ran that far into the game. I have 40 hours, but I haven't even done one full run through yet. But it's extremely fun and it's semi difficult. You can go even higher because there's an impossible level and it's absolutely fun to play.
Yeah.
And I
But
do
what's it
recommend
about?
it to anyone.
What's it about? Like the whole setting and if there's a plot.
There is a plot. Thing is though, since there's so many, there's not even a timeline thing. I haven't played the first game,
Hmm.
but the second game does not. It runs off a little bit off the first game, but the idea is you're following these stones that teleport you into different places, different dimensions, and you're helping a bunch of random people. There's so many side quests. The main plot is you're finding someone named Clementine who originally disappears in literally the first 5 minutes of this game,
As
and
far
you just
as far
what's
as I
that?
understood from this game, it's what's it called? Compared to the first one, this one's set off planet. What's it called? It's set on a different planet, as far as I understood.
Yeah. I think there's a total of 5 different places, and there is another hidden place called Labyrinth, which is just like the central hub of all these other worlds that it connects to. And it's you're basically searching for Clementine, running through her story of finding her, and then touching bases with all these other people that meet along the way. And there's smaller quests that stem off of it, which is really fun and it's very engaging sometimes.
So, as far as I remember for this franchise, or stuff that I've seen because it's been recently in the news, just because how much people are playing it.
Yeah.
What was it? The first one is set on Earth, was it?
I do believe so. It was.
And then apparently there was another game before this that wasn't Remnant, but it's connected to the universe.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw it in a YouTube short. I forgot what it was called, but some fantasy adventure game. But I don't. If you guys know what it is, be sure to tell me. I can't think. Oh my god, this humidity.
Can't think of it either. I don't know too much into this franchise,
Oh,
sadly.
yeah. I will apologize if we end up doing a shorter podcast today, but it might end up being like that. But other than Remnant, and I heard you having a good time with Seven, everybody.
Mhm.
I'm gonna move on to anime because we've been watching a bunch of anime.
Oh yes, my favorite pastime.
So I'll start off with you because I need to let you
Yeah.
talk. I know I've been like bullying
okay.
everybody.
Yeah.
But
It's fun.
go on. What have you been watching recently or caught up on?
Actually, last night we watched Demon Slayer season 3. It's really good. I loved it, and the way it ends is very shocking to me because now I was already hyped going to Demon Slayer just because animation's beautiful, music's beautiful, just the ambiance that's always set by all these beautiful studios that work on Demon Slayer themselves. It just fucking always gets you to want more. And I'm just like, the way it ends, I'm just like, man, season 4 is gonna be an absolute fucking banger, and I just can't wait for it to come out.
I think I mentioned it before the podcast. It's been a hot minute since I've watched Demon Slayer, just because
Mhm.
I'm not fatigued from the franchise. It's just one of those things I started watching it.
Yeah.
I was in an arc where I got slightly bored. This was like around the end of the first season, I think, and
Mhm.
then I got caught by other stuff. One thing I
Yeah.
will say, regardless, is that Demon Slayer undoubtedly has style. But the
It
music,
does.
colors, everything, it just has style. It just oozes it.
Absolutely. I personally really like the era that they're in. And I just love everyone's drip in this show because everyone's you have people like Tengen. Oh, just flare, absolute, just dripping and oozing, just like drip. That's all I can honestly tell you. This man is just
Just drip it in your
That's-
mouth.
yeah, just dripping on out. This man is just gorgeous. I love everything about him, but he's not even part of this season. But he's just amazing. I love him. One of my favorite characters in Demon Slayer. But in season 3, it does go a lot. You start really slow in the first episode. You don't expect there to be too much because of where it's set, and you think, oh yeah, it's gonna be a chill, relaxed season. But no, you get so much action. You follow, I think, 3 total points within like this one season. The first episode's an hour long. The last episode an hour long. You're just like, you're really engaged the whole time. It doesn't even feel that long of an episode, to be fair with you.
Wait, is
You
it
just honestly go through it.
is it the usual 12 episodes or is it 24?
You got 11 episodes for season 3.
Okay.
Yeah. The first one's 53 minutes. Last episode, which is 11, is also 53 minutes. It's really nice. Doesn't even feel like it. It goes by really fast. You're just connecting everything. Everything's just working itself way back together, and it's really nice. I personally still can't wait for season 4 to come out or whatever they're gonna do. They might do a movie before.
I still need to see Mugen Train. I think I did catch up with season 2, and I think I need to watch.
You haven't watched Mugen Train?
No.
It is so good. It is so important. It's the only actual movie that's an actual movie, you know? Not like a recap movie.
True. God, I've not seen a recap movie in anything in such a fucking long time, and I don't want to. It'd be too
I
early
wouldn't
to.
want to. I made that mistake because I thought, oh yeah, they did Mugen Train. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna do some cool movie in between season 2 and 3. I binged all of season 1, Mugen Train, and season 2.
I mean, it
The
depends
night
on what
before
the
3, yeah.
depends on what the story arc is. Because
Yeah.
it was a manga first, right? Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a manga first.
Anyways, I was crying in the movie theater because it was all recap for the first hour, and then the last hour is the first episode of season 3, and I was like, damn.
Damn.
I drove an hour out to find a theater that was showing this, right? I sit my happy ass down with some popcorn. I'm watching, like, damn. I didn't go to sleep till 6 in the morning today. I watched this movie at 1 p.m. I'm just like bawling my eyes. I'm like, I watched this all last night, and you're telling me I'm watching a recap movie right now.
Jesus.
I was so disappointed. I was actually about to start crying. Like, there was so much like hype around me wanting to see this. But I was telling all my little friends on Discord, I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna watch this movie. It's gonna be fucking fantastic. I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, damn, I should have went to sleep.
I
I was so upset with myself.
feel like that's always the mood. Damn, I should have.
I know, yeah. I know, yeah.
So let's see. Anything other than Demon Slayer?
Actually, no. I've been catching up a little bit on the new seasons of shows that are coming out, but I usually tend to wait until it's all finished there and then watch it. But what I really do like this season so far is oh Jesus, sorry, I was choking. Mushoku Tensei, which is Joblet's reincarnation.
Yeah.
I love the first season. Only thing I have, my only real nitpick with the whole show is how etchy it can be sometimes, or how like horny this man is.
I mean, we're all cultured, but sometimes a little too much is a little too much. But
it is too much. It just doesn't feel right.
you
for
know,
the
you know what's
show.
funny though? I read a little bit of the manga, and the show is 10 times more etchy than the manga.
I know. I love the show if it wasn't so etchy.
God. Because it's like,
But,
for the most part, Rudius's character is pretty captivating. Then you go,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, yeah. But then you go, oh yeah, he's the fucking reincarnation of a fucking 30-year-old man.
Exactly.
So it's like
this show would be so amazing even if it didn't have that aspect.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I feel like and at least from what I understood from the plot summaries, is at some point you kind of forget that it was an isekai.
Exactly.
Which I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's just my hot opinion on that. I guess if it's hot, well, not as hot as those scenes. Damn.
I know, yeah. God.
Damn.
Jeez. You get emotional sometimes because you.
I mean, I get emotional too if I saw those in front of me too. I mean,
yeah. But some of these scenes, you can like truly feel his pain. I'm just like, damn. I'm like, it really captures me for how much sometimes I don't like this show, but I just love everything about it. I know how much potential it can possibly have, but some scenes are very sad. I cannot wait for this season to end and we get another season. I really just want to get to all of like the nitty gritty, these hardcore fights that we're gonna get soon. I know are coming.
I don't even know if we're ever gonna see like something like Shield Hero come back for a while because I haven't heard anything.
They had already confirmed the third season of Shield Hero.
I know,
and that's something I really look forward to.
I mean, the thing is, I find it funny how people were kind of disappointed. I mean, granted, we're like 2 years after the fact, I think, but I still find it funny that people were like still kind of disappointed with it. But it's like, guys, and there were a lot of people saying this is the story arc that's the slowdown.
Yeah, literally, the second season was the slowest part you could possibly have.
Because just that, but the thing with that one is it was a major plot point and a major arc to show characters developing.
Yeah, the build up.
And then honestly, writing that is kind of hard. Granted, there are better ways to do it, but writing is hard. And I'm trying to balance that out, especially since, again, a lot of these are like adaptations of, what's it called? Light novels. A good example would be, as much as I don't like the series or the franchise, Sword Art Online, where you can see the writer growing in each iteration that he does. And as far as I remember, the last time I talked to a friend, whatever the most recent arc with it was like the best, but when I asked them, dude, this just sounds like the same retelling of the same exact fucking situation and story. And he's like, honestly, yeah, you're right, but it gets better each time because he's refining it.
I don't know. I enjoyed the first season. Anything after that, I struggle a little bit because I watched Gun Gale. I'm like, all right, it's whatever. It's okay.
The thing with it's more like at that point you're like, I like the characters. I just don't like the setup for this dude.
It's semi-repetitive.
I like the Gun Gale alternative or whatever, the one with the other girl with the other.
Oh yeah.
Because that one felt like a story.
I didn't mind Alicization actually. I haven't finished it. I started playing it after I played the game, and I'm just like, man, I cannot watch this because the whole game is just basically going through the season. I'm just like, I cannot do this, so I just stopped.
God, adding to the freaking harem, right?
Yeah,
God.
the ever-growing harem.
Speaking of harems and isekai,
hmm
are you caught up with vending machine? The vending machine
No.
anime? Because I haven't gone back to it either.
Watch the first episode. I'm absolutely dumbfounded that someone wrote this, but not only that the fact that they wrote this, that it is getting publicized and that it's getting an anime. I think this is absolutely fucking amazing because this idea is just out there, and they did it well enough that they're getting a show for this.
True.
And that's
true.
what throws me off. I'm just like, wow, I'm glad that they're willing to still take like steps outside the norm. It's just not another isekai where it's just like, oh yeah, okay, let me go slay a demon lord, yeah, with my harem.
I mean,
I'm
well,
a vending machine now.
Oh, well, we'll see before the vending.
I know,
Next
yeah.
thing we know, the fucking vending machine has the power to just to drop a fucking nuke out of its mouth and go, "Here,
Yeah.
you can solve the demon king." I'm kidding, but I mean, I'm
Here, guys, purchase this nuke straight out of my vending machine.
You have a
Go
kill
blow up the
streak.
demon lord. Yeah.
Kill streak.
You killed
to demon
10
lord.
demons? Well, here's a goddamn airstrike.
No, I don't think that's actually the tone of the thing. Anyway,
I don't think so either, but it's just funny to imagine because I don't know that much about this show
Because like
outside of what I
honestly, all these different isekais get like freaking bonkers in their own way, if possible.
saw. Yeah.
Like the freaking not Shadow Garden, that's the fucking organization of that stupid.
Oh yeah,
is
I
it
know what you're talking about.
Eminence and Shadow. Eminence. And
Oh, I
Shadow.
enjoyed that one.
God, that one.
Because he's so broken.
It is so cringy. I mean, I don't know if I want to watch it, but then again, I also understand it too.
Yeah. I went 11 episodes deep in it. Really enjoyed it, but I just fell off out of nowhere. I was like, man, I cannot watch this anymore.
I mean, let's be real. If I was still in fucking middle school and I saw the anime, I would have said, "This thing's genius. It's the best thing ever because it's the best self-insert you could ever have."
Yeah, it is. It is. But the thing is, too, this man he was just playing around the whole time, and somehow he just predicted the whole like underground organizations of this whole like
man is
place he just isekai to.
He's just role playing this shit.
He is role playing, but somehow it's working out for him. And he has no fucking idea why.
I mean, that's what we call plot armor.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, the other one that I need to catch up with. I forgot to also put another one in here. Was the Ryza Atelier anime. It's good. I haven't played any of the Ryza games, but
yeah,
I'd say it's pretty. It's a weirdly cozy anime with a really really thick girl.
What is it called again? Hold on, let me.
Ryza Atelier Ryza something.
Ulterior Ryza Darkness and Secret Hidden.
Because there's like several games, but there's a anime now.
Oh, I found it. Dang, why is she that thick?
It's great, and apparently, according to people who played the game, she just gets even better.
Elaborate? What the fuck?
But as far as I know, for the setup, she's an alchemist.
Is she?
Yeah.
I'd let her do it. Never mind.
Oh, I was about to say I could say something, but I'm not gonna be sussy.
Let me know.
Meanwhile,
my bad.
Meanwhile, slime detective here.
I have to be.
He's gonna offer himself to be the first boss.
Yeah, I have to be a detective. You know, I gotta see what's happening. I have to make my own little investigations.
God, Jesus.
God, I wonder if she can pop my skull.
Jesus. Speaking of popping skulls, I know I sent you the thumbnail of this earlier.
Yeah.
The one of the two girls and that monk. So that is Tempuru or Temple. It is exactly what you guys think. It is ecchi as fuck. But
it sounds ecchi.
But two things surprised me. One is the setup that the guy, despite being an incel or trying to be celibate, I don't know. I really like his voice. I really like the voice actor, whoever the fuck the voice actor is.
Who voices him? Let me look it up.
I don't know, but I really like the voice, and you should. I'd recommend you look at a clip of him because it's. I wasn't expecting that kind of voice for him. The other thing is the main character's setup is that because his father basically left him as a kid to basically go off to be a player and like sleep with a shit ton of women, he's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna be like my father. My family's
jeez.
name has already been cursed. I'm just gonna try to commit myself to work, not
Oh God.
fill in the blank, not interact with girls. I even hate women, whatever, fill in the blank. And of
Yeah, fill
course,
in the blank.
like the first episode, right? He runs into a girl and just immediately like, oh. I mean, as bad as goofy as it is, it's literally the ride, and I enjoy the ride that's happening in this anime just because it is. Again, it is very cultured, guys. There's only like some sus parts with one of the characters that I'm like, that's
Very iffy. Yeah.
that's a you'll know what I'm talking about when you watch that. But the only sus thing about that one is mostly with the outro.
The
Because
outro.
the outro has like them in like they're in like lingerie or like bikinis or whatever.
Oh.
And that's like majority of the cast. Most of them are pretty much, of age as far as I understood. Relatively for Japan standards. One of them is like fucking 14.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Big.
So that's why I was like, I don't know if I don't know what to feel about the show, but I'm enjoying it for what it is.
Yeah.
And what's funny about the ecchi stuff is it's not like to lover level of like all over the place. Though I'll definitely say this: it's got better plot motion than Rent a Girlfriend. God.
Oh God, no. I can't. I gave up after how many chapters? 500, some shit like that. I am just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother watching this show. How can you go so far into this? Like,
I'll just
manga to a
summarize.
point?
I'll just summarize. How was it called? Rent a Girlfriend as what's it called? Cuckold the story.
Oh God, no. Zero progression. Yeah, you're still my friend. No progress ever made. Not even a step.
And the thing is, the guy isn't even being cucked by anybody. The main character is cucking
He's
himself.
cucked by himself. Yeah, exactly. How do you let it get this bad?
Because he's that down bad.
God,
It's so stupid.
he had a chance.
The only thing I'll appreciate
has a
it
chance.
again, as usual with any of these kinds of fan servicey shows, are the girls, except for the blonde one, except for Mammy.
Yeah, I don't like the blonde one. Yeah, I don't like
Mammy. She'd just be done away with. As far as I understand the story, she barely
my
pops
homies
up
hate it.
anyways. Only when the plot demands more drama, she pops up for no reason.
I hate it.
Essentially,
I absolutely hate it.
Except for drama.
I have a show that I don't know if you watched any of it, and I think you might like it. It's from like the previous season. It's called My Love Story of Yamada-kun at level 999. It is a romance anime. It's mostly catered towards your little gamer boys and e-girls. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I heard
like
about
it a
that,
lot.
and I was gonna jump into it until I watched what was it called? The Troubles in My Heart or something. I think that's what it's called. With another character named Yamada.
Oh no.
This one was a lot more wholesome. I mean, granted, there's a little bit of ecchi stuff, but the thing is, this is one of those ones where it's like it's clear the girl is interested in the guy. Yes, there's the annoying main character kind of weighing whether or not she likes him or not. But it's part of the personal journey, and at least they address why he is like that, and there is a payoff in there. And I enjoy it. Apparently, the manga's still going. Or no, I think the manga's still going. And there's a second season confirmed. And I really enjoyed that anime.
Oh, I'm glad.
And that's why I just didn't jump into was it Yamada 100% thing.
Yeah, My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999.
Yeah,
romance
that one.
is my thing. Slice of life is my thing. I watch a lot of.
Because both of them are slice of life, but like I heard when people were watching the other one, the one I was watching, it's like, I'd rather watch this one than Yamada.
Really? I
mean, I could be wrong, but that's also personal taste.
Hey, it is what it is. Yeah, everyone has their own taste and pick what they want to watch.
The main character, the guy is adorable. The girl is adorable, and it's just great having them having those two together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Granted, he is fucking cringy in the first fucking episode.
Okay.
But the thing is, he's doing that thing that we all did in middle school of trying, or most of us have tried, to be that fucking edgelord because people don't like me, that type of thing. So I do weird shit or whatever.
I
I
went
keep
through that. I passed through. I didn't even get that phase.
the phase where you go like, I gotta be an edgelord. I gotta make people not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
me so I can look
yeah,
cool or interesting.
yeah.
Oh, jeez. Speaking of phases and going through shit,
Yeah.
God, Liar Liar. I've been watching that one.
I have not started that at all.
I don't know what to think. It is watchable. It's not
Yeah.
bad either,
Yeah.
though it isn't like freaking was it Classroom Elite or some other stuff where it's like, oh, look at these guys' big brain moves. The only thing I really
Yeah.
like about its setup is that this guy, because this apparently this university, not university, this school that they go to, and of course Academy Island, fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Because
Sort of drama island type beat.
there's always an Academy Island.
Mhm.
The way that the entire school setup is around games. Essentially, you're
Mhm.
challenging people to a game and going up the hierarchy.
Yeah.
He fucking comes in like a Chad, like, yeah, I'm a I'm one of these elite members already, and I'm ready to take on everybody. So come at me if you dare, because I'm the best, and all that type of like Chad energy. Realistically,
Mhm.
he's shit at games. He
God
is like
damn.
the utter worst. The only thing the only thing that's good is that shit happens by coincidence. Doesn't mean he's dumb though. He's not dumb, thank God.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
apparently on his first spoilers for the first episode. Apparently his first day, because he
Yeah.
fucking gets lost.
Uh,
He asks apparently one student who is one of the people that's the elite,
yeah.
and she gets paranoid and thinks he's challenging her because she thinks he's playing dumb, but he really doesn't
Mhm.
know where he's fucking going because he just got to the school.
It's all by coincidence.
Yeah,
My master
she
plan.
loses a game because of a fucking sprinkler and just overthinking.
Oh my god.
And so she loses her star. And the thing is that each star has, I think, a special ability or whatever, especially from the elite members.
Yeah.
And apparently, he gets her star, which is for lying. So no
no.
one knows that he's actually still a 1-star person. But
Mhm.
the power of it is that he can lie and fight everybody else as a 5-star or whatever star, while still earning stars to get to the actual position.
Mhm.
And a whole bunch of like not death game, but one of those like outwit people type of things. I like the style of the opening. It's good music. Boy, it's very flashy.
Mhm.
But I haven't continued it, and I don't know what to think of it. It's not bad. It's not like the thing is, it's not hyper intelligent either. It's not like not like what was it called, Kaiki or whatever the hell the
Oh yeah.
the
yeah.
gambling death game is, right?
Oh, Kakugakure?
Maybe, I don't know.
That one's kind of gambling as well. They go to
Oh, that one's
a
with this.
school.
That one, yeah, that one is the school one. I'm thinking of a different one where it was an actual death game.
I can't
Kaiji,
remember. I know
think
what
his
you're
name's
talking about.
Kaiji.
Kaiji. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called though.
Yeah,
It's around that same area, but I
but
can't.
but this
put my
one isn't
finger on it.
the one I'm mentioning isn't like a school one, unlike
Yeah.
Liar Liar.
Mhm.
God. Well, interesting enough though. One anime I've been watching that's also mid. I'll just call it mid. It's good, but it's
Yeah.
mid. Was Synduality Noir, and I guess it is a
Oh.
prequel. I think it's a prequel or some tie-in with an upcoming game of the same name called Synduality. It's a mech anime in some post-apocalyptic kind of setting with some generic creatureoid bad guys, and then a bunch of elite pilots, and then the scavenger guys.
That sounds
And
interesting.
apparently, the main
actually.
character for the anime is one of these scrapper dudes. Again, I'd say it's watchable. I'd recommend you at least check it out. And I can't say it's bad nor good. I just think it's mid, just generic. It's like, okay, let's go. It's enough to pull me
something
through when I
slightly
don't want to
different,
think.
Yeah.
One of the ones that I didn't put on the screenshot, not screenshot, the wallpaper behind us, but
Yeah.
I have been following greatly, and it is creepy as fuck, but also just like, okay, let's go. It's
Yeah.
called Dark Gathering, and I didn't realize it. I was looking at the art style. I'm like, why does this look familiar? It's the same art style as Higurashi.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same writer,
Oh.
but the whole premise is that this little girl with skull pupils can see the dead and is trying to hunt them down with the help of the main character, who is a like super sensitive to these
Like ghosts and
ghosties
stuff.
and everything, and totally
Yeah.
attracts them. And the reason why she's trying to find these and hunt these ghosts down is so that way she can collect them and harvest them
Oh,
and give them to bigger, better ghosties, because she's trying to amass something strong enough to fight another ghost that killed her parents.
oh God.
Yeah. It's got a whole bunch of creepy ass vibes. Also, there were, like, one of the recent episodes, like, got me like fucking like, like my
A
hands
lot of
feeling all
layers to
weird.
this.
Was part of the main character's affliction to being sensitive to ghosts is that apparently his nerves are overgrowing.
Oh,
So just think of really veiny hands or like tree roots
Oh.
coming out of your underneath your skin. That is
God
our main
damn.
character's hand.
oh God.
And when I saw that-
sounds awful.
Yeah, and when I saw it, I was like, "Ew." And one episode was that he had to go visit his grandma, who's gonna like trim it off.
Oh,
Like and fucking
I don't know how
skin
to
shavings and shit from that.
feel
Like,
about
ew.
that.
Ew. It was just disgusting. But
I
I'd
don't feel so
recommend it if you really
comfy.
love horror and creepy ass shit, because it's up there. It is up there. I wanted to save the best for last, technically.
Yeah.
Zom 100.
Oh, yes.
Me and
I
Dante
haven't
were
been all
talking
the way
about it
caught
earlier.
up. Yeah, I'm not all the way caught up on it, but I've seen the first 2 episodes and I really like it, and I cannot wait to watch it.
I'm caught up, and
Really?
yeah, I'm caught up, and the recent episode was really good. I liked it. It was good.
Oh,
It was literally what I was describing to my dad about it, which was that it can be lighthearted, it's very artistic and very vibrant, but it
Mhm.
knows when to take its time when it wants to be serious.
hmm
Because the problem with a lot of zombie anime, or even zombie show, right, is it bogs itself down in the melancholy.
yeah.
So that's why, I mean, people go. But the thing is, at least this isn't like outright Zombieland, the anime.
hmm
But because it's dealing with the main theme of our main character, like doing 100 things before he becomes a zombie, if he were,
hmm
it kind of deals with some of the little themes of that. I will not, for the sake of Timo and you guys, spoil what happened in the most recent episode as of the time of this recording,
Yeah.
but it literally was like a good encapsulation of that theme of
Oh.
like, it knows when to have fun, it knows when to be serious, and it knows just how to be really creative, and I really love the series so far.
Yeah. Based off of just me watching that first episode, you can already tell that there's a lot of work put into this. You know the dynamics that they're going to give you throughout this whole show, because you go through a couple emotions in that first episode, seeing the different type of scenarios he's put through, and just the way the first episode ends, just based off of a little bit of a
One
high.
thing I do need to do when rewatch the existing episodes. The most recent, I'll say this about the most recent episode. There is a Resident Evil Easter egg,
Really?
and it is a not so subtle Easter egg.
Oh no.
But not in a bad way. You'll see it when you see it if you
I'll
watch
keep my
it.
eyes open.
Yeah. I mean, it'll just come barreling at you. But anyways,
I'll try to put it on the list of what to watch tonight. I'll see if I can convince Seven to watch it with me. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But it does look so good, and I really cannot wait to see it through its entirety, because once again, that first episode really pushed you through a couple of emotions, and you expect it to be very lighthearted, but you got to realize this is what seems to be almost like a zombie land, and
yeah.
how can you keep that lighthearted when there's so many things you have to go complete in your bucket list of 100 things you want to do before you die,
I mean, he's having fun and it's great, but it isn't like, he's not stupid nor fully oblivious to everything.
Exactly.
And I think because mostly in terms of main characters, I've been burnt out of like dumb protagonists.
Oh god, yeah.
It's either dumb protagonist that's almost like a hentai protagonist.
Yeah.
At least the thing is, he just has pupils, or
Mhm.
it's overpowered protagonist with utterly no personality,
Mhm.
or just like
I know, yeah.
Deadpan, where they're
Dead inside.
you know-
Sakamoto-kun almost.
Well, with Sakamoto-kun, that was actually pretty funny.
I love Sakamoto.
But what I'm talking about is like the deadpan type of thing where it's like, oh, I'm too cool. I've already figured out 12 steps ahead of you because I'm
I'm
always 10
already in the
steps ahead.
future.
Or, and it's like, these don't feel, these are the things where if you're middle schooler, it's fucking cool, but like, honestly,
Yeah.
they don't feel like real fucking people. Not saying anime should feel like real fucking people, but
Yeah.
just because I'm also just getting older, it's just harder to connect with that kind of like feeling.
Yeah, because you have all these young, like some of these isekai almost, these really young people. You don't know what their like motives are yet. They're just dense, But you want
Granted-
someone to relate to, yeah.
Granted, it's not always young people. It's whoever it
Yeah.
actually appeals to.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
no, not what do you call it? Not knocking anybody that enjoys it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give everything a try once in a while, but that kind of trope just doesn't appeal to me anymore.
No, I understand.
Or to me, it's like it feels like such bad writing, especially when it's like you've hinged so much on this one character,
Mm-hmm.
and yet the only way this character feels smart is that everybody else is 10 times more stupid, and the situation's just as stupid. When the
Mhm.
solution is so fucking easy that you don't even need the drama. It's like, why?
Mm-hmm.
But at least so far as I know, there hasn't been too much this season like that. As far as I know, I might not have
Yeah.
watched that.
Watch more intently.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I am baking in my room. I think we can wrap this up. So, Timo,
Absolutely.
where can people find you?
You can find me in a plethora of platforms. Mainly right now, I'm on Twitter at Timo Wimojin, and I'm also on Twitch. Haven't streamed on hiatus, but soon.
Bug him
you
on
can
Twitter
also
to make
find-
him stream. I'm kidding.
Yeah, my bad. It's not Twitter. It's X now, but I'm gonna still call it Twitter because I'm
Nah,
quirky like
I don't
that.
know what you're talking about. It's always been called Twitter and will
It's
remain to be
always
Twitter.
yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
also on-
Okay. Before we end, I'm actually gonna say that real quick. That fucking Twitter, the fucking Twitter change. I don't know how many times I've like pressed on my phone to exit out of something and to
Yeah.
only realize it's the fucking Twitter notification now.
Oh god, yeah.
And I'm like, why isn't this closing?
hate
Oh
it.
yeah, it's fucking notification.
I hate it so much. I was trying
It's
to
so
preserve the
stupid.
Twitter app for so long. I was like, I really don't like this new logo. And it switched randomly on me. I was like, damn,
That
I
was the
really didn't
update.
want this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the update. The last one that pushed me over the edge. I'm gonna throw my whole phone away. God damn it.
Anyways, anything else we can expect from you though?
I have a tiny bit of artwork coming, but I do plan to go back to streaming a little bit here soon after I work out a couple situations. But I will be starting soon. But you may find me on Twitch at Timo Wimojin. Same name, just absolutely everywhere.
The
Thank
link
you for
should
having me once again.
his link should be down in my doobly doos as they usually do. I, on the other hand, am slowly making my way to possibly commission some art and
Ooh.
maybe do a live 2D model. We'll see. I try to
Please.
figure some stuff out. I still have to do my mock-ups. I have not contacted the person I want to commission yet because I'm still not confident in what I want to compound for my design.
Yeah.
Because things keep changing. Also, I got like other real life obligations popping up here and there, but
Mhm.
definitely be on the lookout for more uploads from me of some new games. I'm really enjoying Killer Frequency, Dave the Diver. Those are ones I've been doing. I will come back to some other series. Yeah, older ones like Resident Evil have been on hiatus, and they will continue to be until I can get all this other stuff set up and then test out my console recording setup.
Mhm.
Other than that, you can find all my socials down in the Linktree link down below. I have made a Mastodon account. You can follow me there as well. That one is more of a backup account in case things go belly up on Twitter, X, whatever Twitter.
the whole
Granted,
aspect.
I don't think it's not gonna go anywhere, but just in case, that is my alternative social media site. And that's about it today. Thank you for coming and listening, guys. I know it was a little less structured today, but I felt like getting it done and having something there because you guys deserve some kind of content from me in some form.
Absolutely.
And if you enjoyed this and want to see more of this or have suggestions or even questions, you can always find it on my channel, put it in the comments, and always make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, and do all the other obligatory things YouTube has you guys do to ensure that I stay alive if you want to keep this channel going.
Like it, share it, put it on your neighbor's wall. Walk into their house, even. Share the link, please.
Please don't do that.
I think you should.
Don't do that unless you have permission from
Legally
your neighbor.
speaking,
Legally
do
speaking.
not do it. But support the support in you.
I thought you were on the side of the law, Mr. Slime
I
Detective.
am on the law. I am the law myself.
I'm
I'm
the
not
law.
telling you to do it. I'm not telling you to do it. But if you want to be supportive, you should.
Anyways, with that being said, I thank you guys and see you later, my fellow space jockeys. Until
Bye-bye.
next time. Bye bye.